the tragedy of the commons right there. It's like, why should I do it when, unless everybody does it, it doesn't help. And so why am I sacrificing myself when all these other people aren't doing it? Yeah. So, I mean, really what you've done is just highlight why collapse is inevitable, why a very difficult and, we're starting to see more and more sort of this fascist element taking over, and this is certainly one of the elements of collapse as we get, for example, more people needing to flee from parts of the planet that are no longer habitable because of temperature or storms or whatever. The ecosystem's been degraded, so they can't grow food, whatever it is. We're going to have more emigration, right? More people looking for another home, which means we're going to have more closed borders. We're going to have more reactionary governments, that are anti-immigrant. We're going to have more, sort of internal political battles because of that, because there's people who side with the immigrants than people who don't, and so you have more internal tension, more civil wars, So this is what's coming, right? When you look at the United States and say, oh, this is, a one-off because we have this guy who has these political views that are very extreme, that's a one-off. No, that is the inevitable consequence of climate change. And we see the same movement in other countries, right? This movement of international banks to sort of give up their climate, policies that they have. These movements in Germany or UK or Australia that are anti-green. I mean, this is what's a natural progression. These are not somehow a temporary aberration, and then we're going to get back on, the wagon figuring this thing out. This is going to get worse, right? It's going to continue to get worse and continue to get more authoritarian because power is going to defend itself, and we are the what's being used is human capital in this battle. So I don't know. I don't have the least bit of optimism, and I don't have the least way of describing a path that will avoid the worst case scenario.